What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Mac.
And Laura here, and we're just two friends who can't agree on anything. So we thought we'd come on here and have you guys settle a few things for us.
That's right. Every episode will have new topics, new ideas, and definitely new arguments. And as we know, there are two sides to every argument.
Yeah, Mac, who's always wrong about everything, and then there's me, always right.
So it's up to you and your vote to settle the score.
So, again, not to brag. I don't like to brag, Mac. I feel like bragging is ugly. And I don't do ugly things.
Sounds like you bragging now.
I just want, again, 78% of the people agree with moi.
I'm doing better than last time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, also, people agreed on both accounts. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to break up face to face, and you do it whenever you have to do it. Just waiting around to do it when it's the right time. Silly stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I still don't agree, but guess what? We let you guys vote, and that's the decision you guys made, and we thank you for that.
So can you go ahead and tell everyone that you were wrong?
I'm not saying I was wrong.
But Mac, we just had everyone vote, and you were wrong.
All right, for this topic, you get the win.
You just won't admit to me.
I'm not wrong.
Let's just get started on today's episode. Okay, so today we're back, another episode, another question. Here's what's going on. This sir right here, Maxai, needs to stop giving out advice. So Maxai's got a friend. Friend breaks up with the ex. The ex, a year later, this starts to pop up, right?
Yeah.
And the friend's like, hey, Mac, do you think I should be talking to this person? And this man has actually said yes. I mean,
what's wrong with that?
Are you trying to ruin this person's life?
Yes. Just because you break up with someone doesn't mean that you are bad for each other. It doesn't mean that. It means that a lot of times it means that something petty happened and we decided to go our separate ways instead of working through it. And then when you calm down and you reflect and you look at it, you realize, we should have worked through this instead of jumping to conclusions and breaking up and calling it quits.
Okay, but this is coming from Mac, who doesn't ever just call it quits. He has to go through this process 3 or 4 times in order for him to be okay. Here's the thing, I completely disagree. I'm sorry. But once we've gotten to the point in the relationship where either one of us has said, I don't want to be with you anymore, the relationship is over. The relationship has now reached the point of like, what are we doing together if you don't want to be with me? And that's how I feel about it.
A breakup that you could say you don't want to be with the person. Is that what your feelings is telling you? Is that what your heart's telling you? Is that what your mind is telling you?
I only say that if I mean it. I only say that if I mean it. And if somebody says to me, I am going to take it 100% that they mean it. Listen, I don't know, and maybe it's a me and the way that I am thing, but I don't know how to move past you telling me you are choosing not to be with me.
In that moment, it happens. And I can't be the only one thinking like this. I know there are people out there, people watching this, okay? Team Mac, that are saying, yes, I have gone back with an ex. Okay?
Oh, people have gotten back with an ex, and has it ever worked?
It does.
Okay.
I have friends that are
rarely.
married.
Yeah, some people that meet on dating apps, it works. Like, rarely. That's not the norm. And I have to ask you, be honest with me. You have gotten back with an ex after you've broken up.
Okay.
Was it ever, right from that moment on? Clearly not, because you're single. That's all I'm saying.
But for other people, it has worked, okay? For other people, it has worked. And guess what? When you break up, and then you have that disagreement, whether it was a deal breaker or not, and you're able to work through that, there is a potential of getting married again. So you'd rather start all over, right?
Yes.
From scratch.
Yes.
Than to try to
Than to
work
be with
it.
someone who told me they don't want to be with me.
They told you that doesn't mean they mean it. We are imperfect people. Sometimes we say things that we don't mean. I say I want to break up with you. It doesn't mean that I want to break up with you forever. In that moment.
Oh, I just want.
In that moment. It could be
I just want to make a point. That's it.
In that moment, in that heated argument, that heated exchange, right? You might say
okay,
things.
Matt, but that's not a real breakup. You having an argument and a heated argument, and then the next morning waking up and be like, yo, I take that back and I am so sorry and I shouldn't have said that, is completely different than what we're talking about. We're talking about a breakup. A breakup is this person I don't know, hasn't been together with this other person for a year. Maybe they used to live together and like he left the house. Like that's a breakup. And like at that point, like if you were living together, if you were in a serious committed relationship and one of you took the step of walking out of it, that's it. If you and I are dating and like at some point we have a little tiff, okay, we can get past that. But an actual breakup after living together, after being in a serious committed relationship, and this person comes back, I don't know, a year later, 2 years later, and tries to get with you, absolutely not. That's like...
My dad told me, right?
Oh, Lord.
You don't know if you have gold, or you can't appreciate gold, rather, until you have some silver, until you have some copper, right? Until you have some bronze. And then that's when you find out you have gold. It happens. I know it happens to people. You break up with someone, we call it the one that got away sometimes, right? That you break up with someone for all the wrong reasons, whether you're too young, too immature, to recognize that this person was gold. And sometimes it does take a year. It takes 2 years to realize, yo, there's nothing out here. Especially in the Miami cesspool, right?
Listen, I am going to say this much. If you loved me, then you would have appreciated me enough to not walk away. I don't break up with people unless I 100% mean it. And therefore, I am going to assume that if I broke up with you, then there's nothing you and I need to get back together for. I am going to say this once, and I am going to say it again. The ex is an ex for a reason. Something happened where you two weren't compatible, and that's it. And it doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person. It means you are not the right person for each other. And that's that.
I disagree. Just because you break up with someone doesn't mean you're bad for each other. It just means at the time, in that space, you weren't mature enough to realize that person was actually good for you.
And that might have been the case if you were 15, Mac, but we're all grown-ups here.
Well, guess what? We're going to let you guys make that decision.
At this point, I'm pretty sure this man is only disagreeing with me to upset me.
No, I disagree with you. There's nothing wrong with getting back on an ex.
Okay, Mac, this person broke your heart.
Okay.
They broke your heart.
Okay.
You've been crying about them for a year.
Okay.
And you're going to allow that toxicity back in your life.
They're not. How do you know they're going to be the same toxic person?
Because people who are toxic are going to continue to be toxic.
Oh my goodness. People change.
No, they don't. Oh my God, people do not change. Maxai, are you the same person you were a year ago?
I'm not the same person I was a year ago.
I don't mean I don't mean have I grown as a person.
Right in that, right? She gave me that.
No, I don't mean have I grown as a person. I mean be honest with yourself. Your core values, your decisions about life, where you're going in life. Has that honestly changed over the last year?
So if a person,
your core values.
For me, no. But
okay.
I'm farther along in my journey. Some people that are earlier in their journey will have more changes than I will have. You get what I'm saying?
I think whether you change maybe certain things about you, your whatever hobbies or whatever. I happen to believe that who you are at your core values, your morals, the way that you feel about things, decisions that are important, like about whether having kids or not, and all of these other things that are reasons people break up. I don't think these things actually change. I think if somebody's selfish, they're going to continue to be selfish. And if somebody is not the right person for you, then they're going to continue to not be the right person for you. So I am sorry. I'm going to stick to my guns on this one. And I'm going to absolutely say that there's no shot that if you have been broken up and it didn't work out the first time around, you should ever give it a second shot.
I disagree. We are imperfect people, and imperfect people definitely deserve a second chance. And sometimes a third chance. I'm okay with that. And Team Mac is okay with that. So you know where you need to place your vote this time. Team Mac.
I'm not even gonna say anything. All right, guys. So let us know what you think. Please let us know what you think in the comments. Go on Instagram and let us know on there too. Just help me prove I'm right.
I love what I'm seeing on YouTube. I just want to mention that real quick. Getting discussions going and people disagreeing, agreeing. Some people disagree with us both. So there's like a third side to see.
Right.
And I appreciate all that. Listen, comment, like, subscribe, support us. And if you have been supporting us already, thank you. DVoteTV, DVoteTV. Check us out on Instagram and YouTube.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.